Hey there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here for the first time if you've never clicked on one of my videos before. My name's Claire Hawkins, I'm a singer-songwriter and travel vlogger, and I talk a lot about music and travel. Today, I'm going to be doing a little follow-up to a video I made about 2 months ago when I started learning Spanish. I pretty much only speak English and French, and my French is actually quite rusty at the moment. But it is the language that I grew up learning in school, and then when I went to university and I was studying music, I did a secondary major in French, and then I learned a really tiny amount of German when I was living in Berlin for a semester, and now I live in Ireland, and no, I have not learned any Irish. So now that I'm learning Spanish, I thought it would be really fun to sort of document the journey and check in every now and then and sort of show my progress. So if I'm feeling bold, I might try to speak some Spanish at the end of this video. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about Lingoda, which is the online language learning platform that I've been taking my classes through. This is obviously not a sponsored video, so I can be brutally honest. I love them. It's so flexible and you can just drop into a class really whenever you want. I mean, you do kind of have to book some things in advance, but with most language classes, you tend to have to commit to a certain time of day and a certain day of the week or days of the week. And with Lingoda, it's really up to you because you have a different teacher pretty much every time. It's never more than 4 students, I think, total. But the great thing is that because I'm here in Ireland, I think a lot of their students tend to be based in the US. So when I take classes in the morning, sometimes no one else shows up and I get a private class for the price of a group class. The downside kind of to having a different teacher each time is that if you really love a certain teacher, it's not necessarily easy to find them again. They may offer more classes at the level that you're currently in, but they may not. So it's sort of, that's the downside there. I've been really impressed with the teachers just sort of across the board with Lingoda because they're actual teachers. They're not just native speakers that are like, I can just speak this language and then you'll pick it up. That might work for some people, but I need to know grammar. Otherwise it's just like, what? I've been taking 3 classes a week with Lingoda. I tend to set them up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but like I said, it's super flexible, so you can take them kind of whenever. And sometimes when I forget to book them in advance and they are full, I have to take them at a weird time on a different day. If you watched my last Spanish video, which I'll link somewhere, you know that Lingoda is not the only thing I've been doing to learn Spanish. I've also been listening to Spotify playlists that are Spanish lessons. I've also been working through this workbook called Hugo in 3 Months Spanish. I have not been keeping up with it as much as I would have liked, but I have been working on it a little bit. And I've been taking a lot of notes in my little Spanish notebook. Overall, I really do recommend Lingoda. Granted, they only offer 4 languages: Spanish, French, English, German, and business English. That's sort of listed as a separate thing. So unfortunately, if your target language isn't one of those, then obviously it's not the program for you. But if you are interested in learning English, business English, German, French, or Spanish, I really think that it's worth giving a try. And also, it's super affordable. It's like $10 a class, which is awesome. That said, I do think it's really important that if you're going to be learning a language with Lingoda, to do your outside language learning as well. Because you're working with a different teacher each time, there is a little bit of sort of catch up or calibration that has to happen at the beginning of each class. They know generally what level you're in because you pick a specific class in the curriculum, but beginners, there's still, you know, advanced beginners and intermediate beginners. There's a lot of in between. So the beginning part of class is sort of getting used to that. And I think that if you're really gonna learn a language, you need to be doing work outside of just your 3 hours a week or 5 hours a week or 1 hour a week, whatever amount of classes you take. It's really great and the speaking is so helpful, but it's not enough. I had a really funny moment in a Spanish class the other day because we start every class by introducing ourselves. So I've gotten, I would like to believe, pretty good at introducing myself because I say the same thing 3 times a week every time I have a class. So I introduced myself in Spanish, and I guess I just was talking a little bit longer than I should have been. But the teacher responded and said something along the lines of, "Oh, wow, you know this is only a beginner class, right? Like, oh, Claire, right? This might be below your level," kind of thing. Except it was not below my level because I couldn't think of how to say in Spanish, "Oh no, I've only been learning this for 2 months and I actually don't really know what I'm talking about." So then it was made very clear that I was in fact in the correct class. So it seems only fair that if I'm gonna make an entire video talking about my progress with Spanish, that I should show you a little bit of that progress. So I'm gonna speak Spanish. I'm gonna try to speak Spanish, and I'm a little bit nervous, so please be nice to me. I also didn't want to just like write a script and then memorize it, because that doesn't feel like actually speaking Spanish. So I have not planned what I'm about to say, so it might be wrong. It might just be wrong. Hola, me llamo Claire, soy estadounidense de Nueva York, pero vivo en Irlanda. Mi abuela es irlandesa. Soy cantante y toco la guitarra. Escribo canciones. Me gusta mucho la música pop y la música folclórica. Tengo una nueva canción, se llama Small Doses. Y podéis escuchar mi nueva canción aquí. En la descripción. I guess the goal is to be able to do my PR in as many languages as possible. Estoy aprendiendo español porque viajo mucho y me gusta aprender las lenguas. Hablo inglés, francés y un poco de alemán y un poco de español. Mi madre habla 3 lenguas: inglés, francés y ruso. No hablo ruso, pero mi madre no habla español. No es igual. Ruso es muy difícil. Español es más fácil para mí porque hablo francés. Es similar. Es difícil de hablar en español sin otras personas aquí porque no sé qué decir. Eso es todo por ahora. I'm getting there, very slowly, but progress has been made. Thanks so much for watching this video. Muchas gracias por ver este video. I still have a lot of work to do with my Spanish, but I'm having so much fun with it, and I hope you are all having fun watching me struggle. If you're also learning a language right now, let me know in the comments what you're learning, how you're learning it. I'm always open to language learning tips. If anybody has some good Spanish music recommendations, I know there's so much good Spanish music out there, so please send them my way. I'll keep you all posted as my Spanish journey hopefully evolves. Hopefully in the next 2 months I will learn a bit more, and we'll touch base then. In the meantime, I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios!
I'm working on my foreign